Here are 8 things that I wish I knew when I was starting my resin business. All right, so back August 25th, 2019 is when I poured my first resin anything, and it turned out so bad. From then to December, I went on to make about 38 grand, and I was like, oh, this might go somewhere. And every year after that, I have since doubled. And I want to help you guys. Here's 8 things to help you get started that I wish I knew on my resin journey. So number 1 is going to be just get started. Seriously, just get started. You can watch hundreds of videos, hours, days, months, years sometimes. I have people for years tell me, I want to get started. 2 years later, they message me and they've never got started. You're not going to learn your craft until you put your hands in resin. Do you understand? Okay, so don't wait for the shop. Don't wait for the money. Don't wait. Just get started. Get what you can, when you can, how you can, and just get started. While you're watching other people perfect their techniques, you're not getting anywhere, and you're not going to until you get your hands in resin. I promise. Once you do it, if you do an ocean 4 times, you're gonna learn something every time you do that ocean. So just get started. I started my business with less than $200, $187 I think, and it was birthday money. I went and bought the cheapest resin that they had, and hold on, let me take these off. And it had an exothermic reaction. It was horrible, but it sold. And I took that money and I bought more. And more and more and more, and just get started. I didn't have all the tools, I didn't have the space, but I got started. Number 2 is going to be, do not try to create your own market. Do what works. Do what you see other people do. Check out Etsy. I know you watch TikTok, YouTube. See what other people are doing. What are they doing? What interests you? And do that thing. Number 3 is going to be build it in front of people and they will come. It's not build it and they will come. You have to do it in front of people for them to know what you're doing. Like, nobody would ever know what I'm doing in my shop if I didn't make videos and show my processes. And a lot of people are like, well, I'm not good yet. Neither was I. But number 3 and 4 go together. What it is I created a page. So you're gonna build a community, okay? I created a page. It was not called Nita's Fluid Woodworks LLC. It was called Nita's Custom Creations. I think like 80% of maker businesses come out with custom creations in their name. I don't know, but I quickly changed it after like a lot of thought and consideration. So build a community. I made a Facebook page and an Instagram page for people to follow my journey. Look, I suck. Look, now I don't. And they follow you on that, and they come with you, and they support you. So build a community, and also show your work. You have to show your work. If you don't want to get on camera like this, that's okay. Show your hands. Say you don't know how to. I'll make a video for you. I'll show you how. But you have to show it, or else nobody knows what you're doing, okay? Part of building a community, I really thought my friends and my family were gonna be like, go Anita, but they weren't. Some of them were, and the ones that thought that they were really weren't. So don't expect everybody to be happy for you. And that's okay. It's okay. And the reason that I'm gonna say this is, the people that are closest to us, they want us to be safe, right? So when we're going on a limb and we're doing something that is untraditional, that's not safe. They don't want us to not be safe, and that's very uncomfortable for them. So a lot of times they feel like it's their job to tell us why it won't work instead of helping us make it work. Okay? So don't get discouraged. With that, I'm going to say, don't get discouraged. You're gonna mess up. I promise. You're gonna get a leak. You're not gonna mix a batch of resin right. Something's gonna have an exothermic reaction. You're gonna mess up. Don't get discouraged. That comes from the people side of things. If your video didn't do good, isn't gaining traction, you messed the project up, it's okay. It's gonna happen. That's part of just getting started. So I'm gonna say promote yourself, and that goes with show your work. You're going to want to put your stuff out there, and in doing that, you're going to want to start somewhere. Where do you start selling? And I'll get more into this, but you have to make a place for people to buy your stuff. Now, if you want to get a website, I use Shopify. I'll put the link down below, and you can use Shopify too. Another one would be like Amazon Handmade or Etsy. I got invited to Amazon Handmade, and right now my life is just way too busy. I don't have time to learn that, but I am on Etsy. So what's the difference between a website and something like Etsy, a platform? They have spent billions, if not trillions of dollars to gain like that sense of security, okay? People know that if they go on Etsy, they pay for ads, they pay for all of that. I'm able to get on page 1 of Google as long as I learn that platform and how to tag everything. And you can YouTube that. I can help you guys too. But they pay for all of that. And you can pay for ads too. It's right down in the options. It takes 20 cents to add a listing, which is not a lot of money. Or you can sell in Facebook, like right in Facebook and Instagram. I have my 2 pages linked together. So you're gonna have some place to sell. Number 7 is gonna be take advantage of like the platforms that are available to you and what they offer, okay? So you can go live, you can get gifts. Also, you get paid for your videos. Why not do that? And a lot of people tell me, I don't know where to start. Nobody did. Nobody knows where to start. But when you do it and you go in, like you can Google anything. Right now I'm working on my first book. I never thought I'd write a book, but I'm writing a book. Okay? There. The other thing is going to be reinvest in yourself. So as I was starting, like I said, I didn't have tools. I had a chop saw that the wire was taped together. I bought a router. I bought a circular saw for $20 at a pawn shop. And a tape measure, I think, and a pencil. I think I might have stole my kid's pencil from school. But reinvest in yourself. As you're doing these things, reinvest in yourself. Like, I got that first job. All right, well, I just took $40 and I turned it into $120. Now what, right? So reinvest in your business. I just bought more product. I learned what products are good and what products work best, okay? So, all right, so that's what I got for you guys. I really, really hope that helped, and I hope that you can find comfort in bringing your problems to me. If you have a question, if I can help you with something, drop a comment down below, shoot me an email, do something like that, and I will try to answer it the best I can. All right, you guys, I will see you next time.